Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Sorry, I sound a little funky. This pollen's really kicking my butt. Got a stuffy nose, post-nasal, and the whole 9 yards. But anyway, the other day, Sue Nelson tagged me in a 3-knife tag. And the whole time she was sitting there getting ready to do it, I'm like, not me, please, not me. Of course she did. But my problem is, my house is in turmoil. I'm reorganizing and moving and cleaning, and I have no idea. I've got a couple boxes full of knives and whatnot, and I'm really not sure where I've got them at the moment. So, but I told her I'd do it. I'd figure out something, and it's actually, I think I've got it covered. So, the questions were your oldest, your least used, and your smallest. So now I have a couple of, I have a Korean War era U.S. Army bayonet. I have an older bayonet with the tip broken off, and I'm not sure how old that is. And then this isn't. I guess this is kind of a knife. The Indians used to call this a long knife. I'm not 100% sure how old this is. My dad gave it to me, and he wasn't sure. So I know it's got some age to it. And I mean, it needs a, it could be restored. It needs a different handle, and maybe just be cleaned up. But it's still plenty sharp. So that would be probably my oldest knife. It's my oldest blade at any rate. Following that, my oldest knife that I've carried predominantly would be this one. This is just some flea market blade made in India, I think. Pakistan. Taiwan, okay. Tomahawk brand. Micarta handle. I carried this thing for years and years and years, and it has done everything from dig planting holes when I was doing lawn maintenance to cutting battery cables and God only knows what else. At one point the sheath was coming apart. I stitched it back together again with MIG wire from a MIG welder. I don't carry it anymore. One reason, because I don't really carry a sheath knife, belt sheath any longer, so I don't wear a belt. And the other reason is because I really don't want to break it. It's had, I've had it for years and years and years. So this may be one of my least used knives. But along that line would be this little locking folder. It just says stainless steel. It's a pretty little knife. It's a nice little shape. It works great in your pocket. So why don't I carry it? Because it's been engraved. It was a gift from my son. And it's one that, you wear a hole in your pocket and you don't realize it, and the knife falls out, and you're done. And where I don't want to break the tip or wear off the engraving, and it gets gets sat down and not overly used. My smallest knife, I like small blades. I have them all over the place, and thought I had another one on here. Took it off when I went to the airport the other day. And I have a couple of like little itty bitty knives, nothing super special, not like the size of the bug, but not a, I mean, like, you know, more like a $5 version. The smallest knife that I actively carry would be this peanut. It hides behind the lighter in this little sheath thing. And this is an Uncle Henry. Yeah, this is an Uncle Henry. It's got two blades. Both are reasonably sharp. I mean, it's sharp enough that it'll do some damage if it needed to. And it hides nicely. So they ask what that is, and it's a lighter. Oops, I forgot the knife was in there. Oldest, sort of oldest. I mean, this knife isn't. I mean, it's nowhere near like I said. I've got a knife from the Korean War, and maybe one from World War II. I'm not sure. This was nowhere near that old. This is 25, maybe 30 years old. But I've worn it and used it a lot. And it's still a good strong knife. I just, like I said, I don't wear a sheath or a belt sheath for the most part. And at this point, I'd be really upset if I broke this, just because. And so I have other knives that takes place if I were to need a similar type knife. So there we go. I don't know who to tag, if I should tag anybody. I'm just going to leave it an open tag. If you feel like doing one, then go ahead and do it. I know Kaylynn Strange just did one the other day. She just, you know, Creative Redundancy had done one of these, and she just took it upon herself to go ahead and do an open tag because she wanted to, and I don't blame her. I like doing that too. Hey, that sounds interesting. I'm going to do it. But I ended up getting tagged in this one, even though I wasn't real enthusiastic about doing it. I think I pulled it off. What do you think? Anyway, thumbs down, thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around on your social media, that would be fandoculous. If you want to check out my Facebook, the link will be in the description box, wherever that is on your device, along with some other videos. I'm pretty sure I've done a knife video or two before, so I'll see if I can find them and link them in. As always, keep your loved ones in mind. If they're nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you love them. We're not promised tomorrow, people. You never know when that last breath's going to be. So, I'm outside. I set up this. Here, let me grab my tripod. Set up this tent. It's actually half of a carport tent. I only put half the tarp up. Or one. I bought a tarp that only covers half, because you can't find the ones that cover the whole thing. And then I set up a table and whatnot. It's a rather nice day out today. It's I don't know, low 70s. So nice and shady in here, but that also doesn't make for very good video. Anyway, here I go rambling away. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.